Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Troy Richardson. I'm the CEO of RCG Global TV Network, amongst many other companies. And I am excited today because we are bringing this organization all the way from Lagos, Nigeria to you today. And it's going to be broadcast over the soon to be launching RCG Global TV Network. Oh my God, I'm overwhelmed with joy. I also have today one of the stars of the RCG Global TV Network, a young lady who I just love and admire so much, Miss TK LaFleur of the Mindset 180 Academy. But with no further ado, I want to introduce to you the founder of the Boys Mentoring Advocacy Network out of Lagos, Nigeria, doing tremendous work with the young men, the boys in that community, in that country. So, Mr. Ola, how are you today?
Yeah, better than good.
Better than good. I love when you say that because it makes me feel even better. So tell us why you created B.M.A.N and what you do to help the young boys in Lagos, Nigeria.
Wow, thank you. Why we created B.M.A.N is because we've seen the need for boys to be cultivated to become a healthy, responsible, and respectful young man. And what you find out is this, you see, the vision of manhood need to be communicated to boys at a young age. The loss of this vision of manhood is at the root of all the crises that you notice in a man's life when they become an adult. So the goal is to understand who a boy is and what the needs for this boy. For instance, if we try to define who is a boy, we all know it's a biological male. And being a biological male, they have needs. They have needs of maturity because they are immature. They have needs to develop a good sense of judgment because they still make poor choices. They have needs to have a big brother in their life so that they can experience positive male nurturance. But when all of these are not there when boys are growing up, what do you have? You have what we call the toxic masculinity you have out there. But when you put in all of this, understanding that a boy is a male child who is immature, who lacks a sense of judgment, and who is a little brother. So we understand that this is necessary if we want them to grow up to become the man they should be. We must provide that connection that they need because it's the lack of connection and direction that make our boys to say the word negative. And that is why we are at the forefront of this initiative to ensure that boys are provided with good role models, especially between the age of 7 to 15. Because from 7 to 12 is a phase, from 12 to 15 is another critical stage of their development. But when you provide this positive psychological support, male nurturance and structure that they can follow, they can see. I mean, the examples. This is what helps our boys to become the man they ought to be. And this is what we do at B.M.A.N. Our focus is to make sure that we're able to raise boys who will stand up by standing out and gain their self-worth. Because one of the challenges I find with men and boys basically is that sometimes they don't even understand their worth as an individual. And when a man doesn't have a sense of worth, he looks like he's senseless, he's hopeless. is visionless. So these are all we put together and working as a mission to begin to work with these boys, and we have series of programs for them.
Hey, Ola, listen, man. First of all, I salute you for what you're doing. And while you're talking, I'm listening, I'm observing the young men, and everybody is just quiet, right? So that's a testimony to your leadership of these young men. That is a true testimony. But I know there's a series, I think about 4 questions that we want you to ask your students. But before we do that, I want to bring in this strong, and you mentioned role model, right? Role models are essential. I had them growing up, you had them growing up, and now these young men have a role model. But the role model doesn't always come in the form of a man. This is why I brought on Miss TK with us, because young boys, they're gonna come across strong role models in the form of a woman in their lives. So they need to know that and be able to embrace that, because you can learn from a woman as well as you can learn from a man. Now, TK LaFleur, she's a former Division I basketball player, and that means over here at the college level, she plays at the
Thank you.
excels. She's also a professional
Basketball player.
football player who won the championship, also known as the Super Bowl. Now, she
Wow.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
top level athletes that are men and women. She trains athletes to be their best athletic and their best mindset. So today, for the young boys, she's going to offer them a couple of tips that they can use starting today, but throughout the rest of their life. So TK LaFleur, the stage is yours, and thank you so much.
Well, Troy, I truly appreciate the opportunity and the introduction. It was really nice of you to say all those things, and I appreciate, you guys, celebrating that. Something that I do with my athletes is before we start every session, we do celebrations. So I appreciate that you already incorporated some of that into this talk. But jumping right into what it is I want to share with these young boys is something that I call a victor mentality. And you have to have that victor mindset to make things happen in your life. So a question that I often present to young athletes is, how do you respond when life throws challenges at you? Do you respond with a victor mindset or a victim mindset? And a victor mindset is you're positive, you're trying to take action, you're looking for solutions, and you own it. And you do the very best to own your mistakes and get better. A victim mindset is you're placing blame, you're making excuses, you're waiting and hoping for someone else to do it. You talk yourself out of things. So as you go through life, you want a victor mentality. You want a victor mindset because you want to be the person who's always looking for solutions and looking for ways to get better. So when life throws anything at you, you have a responsibility to respond appropriately. And that victor mindset, which is, finding solutions, embracing adversity, and owning and acknowledging what is the next best decision that you can make, is the best way to go forward. Keeping it short and sweet. And that's what I have for you guys today. I truly appreciate this opportunity and you guys listening in. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask.
Wow. That is powerful. The victor mindset, young men. I know you understand what that is, because we know you're dealing with challenges in your everyday life. And so when that challenge comes to you, and maybe it doesn't work out the way that you wanted it to, and there's going to be failures, you're going to fall, but the real victor is not to have never fallen, but to rise every time you get up. That's the victory. That's that mindset that you learn from those mistakes as you get stronger. So TK, excellent advice, excellent tip. Young men, can you give Miss TK a round of applause for that?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate your attention, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, Mr. Ola, I know we got a few minutes left, so just let's ask those questions to the young boys, and let's hear from them, the stars of the show.
Yeah, thank you, Troy. So the questions are very straight to the point. Yeah. Do you know God created you?
Yes.
Do you know God created you?
Yes.
Do you know you have greatness inside of you?
Yes.
Do you dream about your future?
Yes.
Do you know we love you?
Yes.
Wow.
See, you know, I told myself, y'all wasn't gonna make Uncle Troy cry. Y'all trying to make me cry. I know what you're doing, okay? But
Yeah.
listen, I love you guys so much. And I know TK loves you. And we're in this journey together. I want you to know that. I know you know Mr. Ola is with you. He's there with you. He will never leave your side. But we are there with you too. And it's really important that you never feel like you're alone, okay? This is important. I need you to understand what I'm telling you right now. You are never alone, okay? You're never alone. Don't ever have that in your head like nobody cares about me. I'm going through life alone. I got to deal with this alone. You have a family, a global family that loves you. And as you said, you have greatness inside of you. God created you in his image and his likeness. That means you have greatness inside of you. No matter what nobody tells you, you know who you are. God created you, okay? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Well, Mr. Ola, I think we're about to close it out.
So before we go, hold on.
Yeah.
TK, from the African continent, from Africa, we're sending you the African greetings, and the boys are going to sing for you. And thank you, Sheila. That's for you.
Oh,
Thank you. I feel so special.
Oh, my
I
God.
I love it.
That's
Thank you.
incredible. Wow. Wow. Incredible. Now, Mr. Ola, before you leave, if you can, and I'm going to put this link in the website, but if there's any way that you could tell people how they could donate to the Boys Mentoring Advocacy Network, is there any way you could do that, or is it just, should I put it in the link of the broadcast?
You can put the link you have with you.
Okay, I will make sure that I put that in the broadcast and we get it all out there. But again, boys, I love you so much.
Yeah.
What a beautiful song.
Yeah.
What a
So
beautiful.
say this one thing before you go. Hold on. Say, I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am born to make a difference.
I am born to make a difference.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am strong.
I am strong.
Born to make a difference.
I'm going to make a difference.
Yeah, say I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am born to make a difference.
I am going to make a difference. Love it.
Yeah. Thank
Wow.
you.
Wow. God bless you all. TK LaFleur, thank you. Hola, the boys, thank you.
Love you guys.
Take care. Take care.
You guys have a good one. Thank you.